Okay, firstly I want to apologise about the shadow. It's really bright over there. And anyway, let's just jump into it. I just want to, there we go. Just close that. Oh, don't know if I'm just gonna assume I'm in the middle there. Just wanted to talk about my story, my creation story, as somebody labelled it, and just give you guys a little bit of a picture of me, of where I've come from, what I've had to go through. Of when I was 7, I was diagnosed with epilepsy. Had a lot to go through with that as a 7-year-old. I'm not doing this on the fly here, okay? So totally unscripted. I'm going to assume that there's not going to be a whole heap of New Zealand viewers, so I'm going to tone down the New Zealand place names. That if you're not from here, you probably won't be able to pronounce them, or even you probably be like WTF, you know, so I won't even bother with them. Just like I said, on the fly. So I was 7, got diagnosed. Before then, this actually rewind on the 26th of March. It was Epilepsy Awareness, and I didn't do anything for that because I was, for lack of a better word, just busy, and just want to do something for that. So I've seen a lot of people on YouTube who actually have done something, and I would like to do something for that. And just doing 2 birds with 1 stone would be, there you go, creation story, something for epilepsy awareness. There you go, great. Just to think about it, I'm probably going to edit this a lot. See the okay. When I was about 6, Mum thought I was just getting clumsy and falling down a lot, and just telling me, pick yourself up, what do you think you're doing? And then I think it was when back in the day, before they had those plastic paper dispensers, paper towel dispensers, they were metal and they had really sharp edges. I had a seizure and got the edge of it and knocked me out unconscious, and then there was a blood pool everywhere. And a guy, a mate of mine, he came running into the bathroom and just went, "Oh my God, he's dead," looking down. And I didn't know this had happened at the time. If I had known and I was conscious, and I was pulling a fast one on him, I would have been just cracking. I wouldn't have been able to, keep it together. I would have just been cracking up laughing because I'm just, he's a real loose unit, but yeah, it's pretty serious at the time. I do remember waking up in the nurse's room and hearing sirens, thinking what's going on. Is just I can't remember what 7 that would be. 7 standard 1. Would that be like elementary school or middle school? Young. Okay. Anyway, went from there, and it just opened a massive world of doctors and drugs and people who wanted to talk to your parents and not you. God, that pissed me off. I just wanted to punch some of those doctors just so badly, just boom, because it wasn't until I was about 18 until they actually talked to me. Until they talked to me. I do remember this one doctor who we didn't leave him until I jumped over his desk about to actually physically, and I've heard that medication can do that. So stand back. Some of that medication that they give you, it really messes with you. But getting through past 18, like my teens were shambles. Absolute shambles. I do actually think that I educated a lot of teachers and students just through living, having epilepsy. That was one thing, one thing, like I remember faces and not names, and everybody remembers me. Everybody. Like I was walking past the bank once. This is sidetrack. I was walking past the bank and a paramedic or EMT or whatever you want to call them, what part of the world you're on. He walked past and said, "Good to see vertical." Good to see vertical. And I cracked up laughing because what kind of a greeting is that? Good to see vertical. That's just, that is actually quite funny. I mean, if you're not vertical most of the time that you're seeing someone, then you've got a really weird relationship or a different relationship. And yeah, so in my fast forward to my first year of marriage, I think the first 3 to 5 months I spent going in and out of it, ED, ER, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, that was tragic. Like I saw some young ladies, her one for epilepsy awareness, and oh my gosh, I related to just so much of it. Just the oh, drug change. You know, the only thing that was different was the age. The age, like I was a lot younger, so I had it for longer, and it was later on in the millennium, if you want to call it the millennium, you know, what else you want to call it, you know. Like I was, if you want to get into medical science, I was way back when it was just crap, you know. So when I was 11, I had my first this will all be explained. My first neuro operation, and when I came out of it, I was a bouncy 11-year-old, and when I came out of it, my whole left side was paralysed. Yep, I'm not lying to you. Whole left side. So I can walk and everything, I just can't do the whole manipulating with my left side. You know, I can tackle, I can play cricket, I can play rugby, you know, I can do all those sports, I can do all that. I can do on the computer, I can do all the technological stuff, I can blow people's minds with that. Like, they always come to me. I don't know why they can't just learn themselves. But I just, nothing wrong with my brain. It's just scar tissue that's left there from the operation. And then I went to Melbourne a couple of times, so I was just about to go that because we're in New Zealand, and I should be going like that because we're over there. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I don't know. I'll edit that bit out. Yeah, our buddies over the Tasman, the Tassie, the ditch. Yeah, they're awesome people over there, medically speaking and generally speaking. Yeah, no, they are awesome. I've got family over there, so I've got to say that. Otherwise I just won't be invited to Christmas anymore. See, I can be a dick, you know, but don't worry about that. Yeah, it's part of the package. So then, like I said I was going to do this on the fly. Did I not say I was going to do this on the fly? I said I was going to do it on the fly. Okay, and this is what I do. You know, you talk to my wife, I ramble. Okay, it's user, Mum of Zoe. Okay, you'll find her, and that's her. Anyway, I don't really know what else to say apart from epilepsy sucks, big time. If you have a friend who has epilepsy, just be understanding. And I mean, I'm a youth leader at the church, and I just found out that the youth pastor there didn't even know that I had, I might have known that I had epilepsy, but he didn't know how to, what to do, because for the first time ever I had a seizure, like about 3 or 4 weeks ago, you know, in front of like a whole new, so what would it be, April now, so, but probably about in February, so, and it was the first time ever that I'd ever had a seizure in front of them, and I felt a bit stinky, because it was generalised. So you've got your simple partial, your so this is what happens sometimes. I've got I think, yeah. So you get your simple partial, your complex partial, and your generalised. And for me, so I'll just break that down. Okay, I'll edit that later anyway. So, yeah, simple partial is your small little ones that I probably won't even notice. Your complex partial is, say, I'll be more visible, and yeah, generalised will be the ones where, you know, you're shaking around, and I did see that the young lady had another one called I can't remember because I've never had one like that before, where it's just like jerking and just random jerking. Never actually come across that one before, but I do have one where it's just one of my specialist labelled it something. Activities, subclinical activity. So that's just when it just goes on in my head, and you can't see it. You can't see it, but I know what's going on. And that young lady said that it happened to her too. So right now I'm 34, and I've run the gambit with the pharmaceutical, and yeah, I don't know how much, how relevant this is to you guys, but it's like an insight. Like, if I had social media back in the day, it would have made the world so small, and I could have connected with people who had the same because I never had met anybody ever when I was young that had the same disability, that was, I'm not going to say suffering, because I'm just going to say living with, who lived with epilepsy. I didn't meet anybody until I was about 21 that lived with epilepsy. Okay, there's certain words that I just don't use, like, because I believe that words have power, and yeah, so I saw that there was certain words that were being used a lot that I just don't believe should be used. Like, I don't say I have epilepsy, because I don't believe that I have epilepsy. I just believe that I'm living with it. Okay? Alright? You can agree with that, or you can not agree with that. I don't know. It's just my belief. Alright? Sort of went like up, all jovial, and then went woo, serious all of a sudden, you know. I don't have a little thing out, so I can't see myself. Don't know where all this is going, but anyway. Yeah. Anyway, I do find it educational with my children. Just the other day, I had one, I think it was yesterday maybe, might have been yesterday, and the kids just that they don't freak out. They just say, Daddy's having a seizure. So it's like the next generation of people who are aware of epilepsy, and then they can educate the next generation. I just think that's awesome, because there's such a stigma attached to epilepsy, which is being there it goes again. It's just being continued, which is not the word I was looking for, but yeah, it's just through ignorance, and ignorance isn't a bad word. Ignorance just means that you are unaware of it, you know? So you can be ignorant of me. You were ignorant of me until you logged onto this video. You open this video, whatever, and now you are aware. You know, blissfully ignorant. You were blissfully ignorant, and now you're aware. So when you're aware of something, you have an obligation to do something. So if you, I'm not going to do a tutorial of what to do if you see somebody having a seizure, because, like I said, on the fly. I'm really going to edit this, like I massively cut out all my rambling. So tell you what, I'm going to write in my description that I ramble. You know, nobody's here apart from me right now. So I feel like that's easier for me to talk to a camera when it's just me. In fact, I think there might be one asleep, or maybe he is at kindy. Shit. I sort of feel like a bit of a parent right now. I don't know where one of my children are. Oh God. No, I'm gonna just believe that he's at kindy, yep. Otherwise, yep. Moving on. I'm gonna edit that bit out. Oh no, that's shocking. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this. There we go. I don't even know how long I've been talking. Oh. Okay, so I actually think that I might just wrap this up now. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this. Okay, if you did like it, then subscribe down here and like and comment. I really love your feedback. How else am I going to know that you guys exist? Okay, I'll catch you guys next time.